So now we're going to be talking about prorating hours for two-parent households that are receiving childcare. We've already talked about those two-parent households not utilizing childcare, and this follows a lot of the same rules, and the same process is going to be we're going to use the same process, I should say. Once again, just to go over the way that it breaks down, those individuals, when we're talking about an 86 requirement, we're going to be using 4. When we working days, including holidays, times the average number of hours per day that they would need to complete in order to get the required hours. Okay? So for 86, normally you would multiply the working days by 4 in order to get the required hours for that core. 129 would be multiplied by 6, 22 would be multiplied by 1, and 43, a 43 requirement would be multiplied by 2. Now, I want to just kind of simplify things right here for a second. In order to meet all family, that this parent has to complete 43, a minimum of 43 in a core and encore. The way that it's broken down, if you really look at this, if one parent is completing these hours right here, essentially they're completing these right here, okay? And so let's really look at this. You would simply take 14 working days times 4, which would be 56. So therefore, we've already done it for the two-parent rate as well. We know this is for the 86 for these hours. We know for these hours, 14 times 4 is 56. Okay, and we know that these need to be a core and a core. Okay, these 43 hours, 14 times 2 is 28. These could be non-core or core. Okay. Now, this is for the 43. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move over here. So we know this parent will be completing 84 hours for this prorated month. Parent 1. Because remember, the all family rate states that one parent has to be completing 129 hours, of which a minimum are 86 in a core. And so let's go ahead and look over here and we'll do these prorations. So for the 129, we're going to multiply the working days left in the month times 6. Well, we've already got our calculation right here, so we know 84 hours core, okay? And so now we're looking at these 22 hours, and so it's going to be 14 times 1, which is going to be 14 non-core, a minimum, okay? So let's really look at this right here. We know parent 1 is going to be completing these 56 hours in the core. Parent 1 is going to be completing 56 hours in a core. So we know parent 2 needs to be completing 84 hours in a core, right? Okay, and so if we move right back over here, we have an additional 28 hours in a non-core that parent 1 is going to be completing. We use this right over here. We've met this, we have met this. Now by this parent completing 22 hours in order to pass for the all family rate, they are doing at least 14 hours in a non-core, and so therefore we are meeting this.